Following Saturday's shocking assassination attempt in Pennsylvania, there's still many unanswered questions regarding security. NewsNation's Chris Cuomo interviewed a former Secret Service agent, Donald Lane, for answers.
What did you see in the response?
I saw in the response what I would expect to see. The Secret Service does a lot of training for this type of event. Immediately, they sprung into action. The president went down behind the podium. Agents surrounded him like they should, creating a human blanket, assessing him, assessing any injuries he has, and most importantly, protecting his body, getting him the heck out of there.
What do you believe the list of questions is in assessing how the gunman was able to be where he was and what that means about the planning and execution of the security plan?
Yeah, that's definitely going to be, a huge part of the investigation. I think what's most important is to find out who was responsible for those posts. What were the circumstances? We really don't know the circumstances. I could sit here, and second guess and indict. I think it's way too early to do that. I think we need to see what the overall circumstances were. I know that, the Secret Service does and continues to do a fabulous job in protection, thousands of events with no incidents, creating very secure environments. But that's something that definitely will be sussed out in an investigation, which is now ongoing.
Because this is the former president, does that create, it would seem reasonable if it did, but is that a smaller footprint? And is that why, or is it still an unfair suggestion to say there should have been people on tops of all the buildings in the area so that this guy could have never had this position in the first place? Is that an unreasonable expectation given how much manpower there is or how you plan for an event like this?
Well, all those things are planned out ahead of time. I don't know what was exactly planned for this venue. I'd have to study it more clearly and see the layout of the venue. Former President Trump, because he, was a former president. First of all, he has protection. He also has protection and is in the middle of a campaign. So I wouldn't say that they would treat him any differently than any other protectee. But it really depends on what the planning was, the advance on this site, what posts were set up and so forth. And again, that's something I think we will find out moving forward here in the next few days, weeks, and months.